your background, by the way. What does that sign say? It's so cute.
It says you have my whole heart for my whole life.
I love that, and I might have to find it on Etsy or something.
Yes.
So
I actually got it from Michael's.
Michael's craft store. I haven't been there in a long time, but it's where I would get all my fun little trinkets. So
Yeah.
just brought me back, girl. Well, I'm so excited to talk to you. Your album came out just a couple weeks ago, and whenever I interview someone and their album is just released, I always like to ask, how has reception been, and feedback versus what you thought it was going to be? I'm sure it's been amazing.
Oh, I'm surprised that it was all good stuff. I haven't got anything negative yet, so I'm glad that you like it. You know, when you work so hard on something, you just want people to enjoy it. So I'm happy that I'm getting good feedback so far.
And it's you did release it during quarantine, which I've always wondered, have any of your songs or any production on those songs, were they put on hold and you had to wait until October, or was October the month you were planning on releasing it from the beginning?
So I'm gonna give you like the whole rundown.
Okay,
So
yay.
the quarantine started. I don't even think this album would have like came to be if it wasn't for the quarantine, to be honest. I was all in my feelings and wanted to write, and that's when I kind of got back into my music thing, because I was kind of focused on the acting. And then when the quarantine happened and I couldn't go and act anymore, I was writing and doing my songs, and then we finished it, and then I guess my dad and I just sat together and then we made a release date. We were like, okay, October 16th is good, because we figured we'd be done with everything by then and everything would be like ready to be released.
Yes, and it's so cool. It's a date I'll always remember. It's actually my dad's birthday, so yeah. And your dad has also been in the music industry for a long time, so I'm sure other people were also surprised to learn that you didn't find your passion for it until you were 11. Not that that's late or anything, but you did. I mean, you would think like maybe right away you'd have that passion. So was there a defining moment you're like, wow, what my dad does is so cool, I want to take this seriously?
So what had happened that made me finally come out of my shell, because my dad had discovered so many different people. I was like, I always felt pressure. At around 9, I found out that I could sing, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to I don't think I can live up to all the people that he's discovered, because he's discovered artists like Janae Aiko, Brandy, Marcus Houston, Omarion, and the list goes on.
Omarion?
Yes.
That's so cool.
I know. And I was so like, I didn't want to like, I was too nervous. I'm like, I can't go up against these guys. Like, I'm like, I'm just going to shut up until I have the courage to like actually say something. So when I was 11, my dad goes, do you want to read for a role for a movie that I'm doing called Somebody Help Me Too? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, sure. I'll read for it. And then from there, after we finished that, I finally had the courage. I'm like, Dad, like, I want to do this acting and singing thing now. And he was like, no, I don't want you to be in the entertainment industry. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I just kept being persistent. And then he was like, okay, you have my support. I'm like, okay, cool, good.
Persistence is so key, and it's also so important to just, know what you're getting into within the entertainment industry. There's obviously lots of like things like scam artists and stuff that you have to be aware of. So no, I'm glad that he was like, real with you about that. Going off of that, what is something you would maybe want everyone to know before getting into the industry, whether good or bad or both?
I feel like if you feel like you want to do it, like, don't be scared or wait too long to like go and pursue it. Like, you got this, you can do it, and don't let nobody, just because you get a no somewhere doesn't mean that you suck. You're still good, and you need to go out there and keep pushing, because one no doesn't mean like everything is over.
Exactly. I live by that philosophy as well. I think in any aspect of life, like even with job interviews, you're gonna get 50 no's and then you'll get a yes. And it's hard, at least for me, to like not take it personally, but 9 times out of 10, it's not personal. Sometimes it is, but that's just a harsh reality. So
Exactly.
Yeah. And going back to acting, you were in Howard High, which is all about the importance of the arts. And it actually hit really, really, really close to home for me because I went to an elementary school and the arts were completely taken out once I left because of the budget. And it was so sad because this school was like the art school was a lottery system. We had instrumental music and vocal music in two separate classes. So I thought that that idea is so powerful. So have you been able to either work with any organizations that promote music education in schools, or why is it close to your heart in general?
I haven't got the chance to work with charities, but I'm definitely planning on doing that. And I feel like it hit close to home for me because I guess doing Howard High, I didn't get to get the high school experience like that. I went to school my junior and senior year, like real high school, but I didn't really make friends like that. And I would literally be eating lunch, like eating lunch in the bathroom. Like I was like, I didn't make friends. It was hard for me to speak. I was like kind of socially awkward. And so Howard High hit close to home for me because I got a high school experience, like where I got to have friends.
Oh my gosh.
So that was like something that hit close to home for me, that I was like, you know what? Like that's what hit close to home for me filming Howard High. Like I got to have like a real high school experience.
I love that. And you got to see too the power of music education and just art education in schools and why it is truly so important. And it's so sad that so many schools just don't have the budget for it anymore. So
I know.
yeah, you know what I always say, like there's always now, especially in quarantine, there's so many ways though to exercise that creative part of our brains. Like it sounds superficial or shallow, but like YouTube is a school for that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of a silver lining, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go back to your album. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. It's just
No,
how
it's
I am.
okay. I
You're
like
probably
it.
like, can you stay on topic? I can't.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
like it. I don't need nothing.
Oh, thank you. Me too. Your album, I'm wondering which song are you most connected to and why? Like, was there one that was especially hard to put out into the world, or?
I feel like there's two. I like Signs because when I was 17, I went through like my first, or 16, I went through my first heartbreak. So that like touched home. So I like that one because it's kind of talking about heartbreak. And then I like Relax because it's talking about my man, my husband, and how much we love each other and how much I want to take care of him too.
Cute.
So yeah, I like that one. I like both of them.
Yeah, and I like how overall, like the album, even though each song has a different message, like the overarching theme, like that you could pull from each song is like, you know, just love and heartbreak and kind of the journeys we go on through relationships, whether it's a friendship or something romantic. So I thought that was awesome. Was that a conscious thing you were trying to do, like tie them all in together, or is that just kind of how it happened?
I felt like it was a conscience thing. Like that's why I kind of named it Taken, because there was a lot of things taken from me and then now I'm taken, if it kind of makes sense. So I got love taken from me, but now I'm taken and I have my love now, kind of like that. But yeah.
I love that. I think that's so clever. And the fact again that you were able to release it during quarantine, mad props to you. I think I've talked to some other artists and it is hard to find that balance. You have maybe a lot of time because you don't have to physically go to like a recording studio, or you don't physically go to like a venue to perform. You can do it all from home. So has that been hard then for you to feel like I need to be writing then 24/7? Like there's nothing else I even have on my plate. How has that been?
I feel like I'm just over here trying to balance it all because I have a 1-year-old son. I have a husband. So I'm like mom and then wife and then writing. And then, so I feel like I'm always having something to do. And then my dad also has his own music studio in his offices. So I'm still able to like go in and record when I want. So that's pretty fun too. But I've always got something to do. I'm like all over the place.
Yeah, it doesn't end. It really doesn't end. When you think you've done like your to-do list, you're like, oops, I forgot about that. And then you forget about something else. I feel you there completely. I have to ask, does your son know your songs? I know he's very young, but like, does he?
Oh my goodness. No, he just dances, but he doesn't like, wait, is this still working? Sorry, I think my screen went
You're
black.
back.
Am I back? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He actually just dances, but he just likes to say dad. He don't even say mama. He just loves his dad. I bet you if his dad did a song, he would know
all the words. Along with him, no.
But he just dances. He doesn't talk too much yet. He just says mama sometimes and then dada all the time.
I'm so sorry. Don't take it personally. It's nothing personal. Maybe dada is easier to say for kids.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm used to it now. I'm like, it used to hurt my feelings, but now I'm just like, okay, it's fine. He'll like me more when he gets older.
Yeah, you come to terms with it. Good for you. And you're based in LA, correct?
Yes.
So I'm wondering, when you do go out and perform and it's safe, what type of venues do you like to perform at? Do you like the small intimate ones? Do you like opening up for someone? What's the deal?
I like intimate, like small venue, play live with a live band. Like that would be like my ideal situation. I wouldn't mind doing any opening for somebody. I don't mind doing that. But I would like to do something small and intimate with like the small venue, just like to start out, because I want to like be personal with people.
I know.
So that's the part that I'm like missing with this whole like virtual way of doing things now.
It's hard. It's really hard. And I think what I've noticed is, if you're doing like a virtual show, if you can do it on a platform like Instagram Live, even, where you can still see the comments and feed off of energy, I feel like that can make a bit of a difference.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I'm thinking I want to do a live performance on Instagram soon, but I just gotta like come up with a date and come up like how I want to do it. But I just want a live band, like so bad, like live.
Yeah, that part might be hard. Although
I know.
Goo Goo Dolls just did that. I love the Goo Goo Dolls, and they figured out a way. I think it was called Fan Tracks. It's the streaming website, and it felt like a real, like, full-on concert, and I was very impressed. So those platforms do exist. It's just hard to know which one to use.
Yeah.
There's technical difficulties, and it's like, what else could go wrong? So
yeah,
Instagram Live might be your best bet, at least for now.
Yeah.
And I will be there, of course.
Hey, thank you.
Of course. And like you said earlier, your dad has worked with a ton of amazing artists. So I'm wondering, who would you like to work with? Either maybe writing for them, or like just performing with them.
I would like to do a song with Summer Walker, her, or Snow Allegra. I feel like they're all amazing.
Her has really blown up over the past year or so.
Oh my gosh, I love her. Her voice is amazing. I'm like, girl, I want to do a song with you.
I could see it happening. Like, I truly could see it happening. Like, you guys
I would love that.
I think she's so young too. I want to say she's only like 22 or 23.
I think we're the same age. I'm 23 too.
You're 23. Yeah, it's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, the talent in like the music industry right now just blows me away. I feel like there's so much more diversity, and there's just so many different sounds that we've been able to be exposed to on a much easier basis, like with social media. Like, the fact that singers are being discovered on TikTok, like, who would have thought? I don't know. I just think that's cool phenomenon.
Yes. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And social media sometimes can be like annoying or superficial, but other times it's like amazing. Like, Shawn Mendes got discovered on Vine, and now he's like one of the biggest pop stars.
I know, that is so true.
It is like 6-second videos. It's crazy what the power of social media has done.
Yeah.
Have you been able to like have your songs like featured on TikTok for people to dance to, or not yet?
I haven't done that, but I had one guy, his name is Keita the Great. He won
So you think you can dance?
Yes, and he reposted the song on his Instagram and like did choreo to it, which was super cool.
Oh my
He did choreo to Relax, so I guess I got like my little viral moment.
That's so cool. Maybe you can have him as like a backup dancer or something one of these days.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, he could teach me how to dance. Like, I would love to. Well, I know how to dance, but I'm like, do choreography for like some of my songs or something.
That'd be so cool. Because I think he's backup danced for Justin Bieber. Don't quote me on that, but
he's really big. He's done music videos with like Offset, Chris Brown. Yeah, he's done some pretty big things.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, I definitely hope you get to work with him in some capacity.
I know,
as well as any other artist you can think of, or any other dancer or producer you can think of. Well, Chrissy, thank you so much for your interview. It was so great talking to you.
Thank you so much for having me. Anytime. I loved our interview. You're so cool.
Me too. I know. I feel like we would have been friends in high school. Like,
yeah, I think so too. And you would have
been able to eat at the table with me. I surely feel it. But I'd love to do a follow-up interview in person when it's safe over coffee or something. That would be super fun.
Oh, yes, that would be so fun.
Yeah, we can kiki and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Do you just want to give your Instagram, Twitter, and let everyone know that your songs are on all streaming platforms, all that fun stuff?
Yep. So my username on all my social media platforms is the same. It is I am Chrissy97. I am Chrissy97. And my album is out now, and I hope you check it out and you like it. It is titled Taken, and there's 15 songs and 10 music videos, and I think you'll love it.
I didn't realize there were 10. I'll have to go watch them all. Do you recommend watching them in a specific order, or it can be any order?
Any order. I say any order. I just we did a lot of visuals because of the quarantine, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do too many like live performances, so I just wanted people to like get my vibe as much as they could.
That's so cool, and you did it through 10 music videos. That's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Of course. Well, thank you again so much, and have a great day. It was great talking to you.
Thank you for talking to me too.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.